Hello, and thank you very much for joining us here on the FIBA live chat here for the Paris 2024 Women's Basketball Tournament. A very important game here, Japan versus Belgium, with the winner here having a shot to making it to the quarterfinals. Hello, I'm Paulo Del Rosario here on the call for you. Really appreciate you all being here with us. Now, just a reminder, if you want to watch the game live, you have to check with your own video providers or with your own providers wherever you are around the world. You will not be able to see the actual game here on this page simply because we don't have the rights for it. So we're going to try something different, and that is by having a second screen experience. You can keep this on as the game is ongoing. Maybe you like the soundtrack better than what you're seeing wherever else. But thank you very much here for electing to join with us here, and we really appreciate all the effort that you had of just buying the games, and of course maybe stumbling into this one. Go and check it out. We have a poll up there on the side. We'd love to hear more from you guys. As subscribers only mode, so come in and subscribe and join us in the live chat. And of course, you can even join the page and help us improve the stream and everything else with regards to that. Once again, I'm Paulo Rosario. This is Japan and Belgium. Final game of the group phase for these two teams. Only the winner has a chance to make it to the quarterfinals, and they'll need to win big. Who you got? Belgium or Japan? Let us know on the side here in the poll, and we will have all of that here for you. Interesting to see how these two teams go. 0-2, both heavy defeats against USA and Germany. This is a very tough group for both of them. Let's take a look at the recent results here. Let's go first to Japan. In their games here, they lost to the USA 102-76, and then lost a bit of a closer game here to Germany, 64-75 in those two games. In those two games, you take a look at some of their top performers here. Maki Takada, who is number 8, scoring 19.5 points per game. And of course, Mai Yamamoto as well, someone to watch out for with 17 points per game. Another player who finished in double-digit scoring there, Saori Miyazaki, someone to watch out for. In terms of the assist totals, you have to take a look further than Rui Machida with 7 assists per game. Now taking a look at what happened to the Belgians in the tournament here so far. For Belgium, you have to feel that they might have the height advantage here. Japan's not necessarily known for a team with height. That is a very Asian thing, by the way. As an Asian, I feel like I can say that. Asian basketball has had a bit of a problem height-wise, and it also translates to the women's game just a bit here. But right now, let's take a look at what exactly Belgium have done in this tournament so far. They lost to Germany 83-69 and then dropped an 87-74 result against Team USA. In terms of the players to watch out for here, as we already get going, you gotta watch out for Emma Miesemann, who ends with 24.5 points per game, and of course Julie Van Loo with 14.5 points per game. In terms of assists, you have to also look for Julie Van Loo, do-it-all player here rather, for the Belgians with 5.5 assists per game, as well as Antonia Delier with 5 assists per game. Really interesting to see what they can do, and we're going to find out who gets here to get this very, very, very important game. Just a reminder here that this is a matchup that, again, two teams looking for their first wins, and we're going to have to find out whether or not these two teams will even have the right to make it to the quarterfinals, because only the top 2 third place teams will make it. Of course, the winner of this one will end up in the third place spot no matter what. And early goings here, both teams have found a way to score. That is courtesy of Maki Takada, who gets a score going with a 2-point lay-in, and Emma Miesemann, who ends up with 2 as well. Saki Hiyashi gets a 2 to swish in. And you take a look at how Japan have been playing. They're a tiny team in terms of stature, but then a lot of people would say that this is a group that play way beyond their height, and just the way that they play has excited a lot of people, especially in Asia. But then it'll be a tough task against people like Antonia Delier, who we mentioned a while ago, who just switched in a 5-4 here in favor of the Belgians. And of course, if you're just joining us here, guys, make sure make sure you go and join us on the chat. Let us know how you're feeling, what your thoughts are on the game. Emma Mizuma needs to do 22 points according to Ichi Ochiha. Again, we saw the averages of Mizuma, 24.5 points per game. Let's see whether or not they can get there. Of course, there's a lot of hoop fans all over the world. Thank you very much for joining us. Around 100 of you joining us here right now. Come on and share this page, and let's try to get those numbers up. And of course, we're gonna be with you throughout the entire time as Elise Ramet gets another 3-ball to go for the Belgians, making it 2 3-pointers here in quarter. Back-to-back threes here for the Belgians. Great start for them, despite the early inside stabs coming from the Japanese. A lot of work to do here for Japan. As you know, they had like a bit of a fairy tale run in the Tokyo Olympics, wherein they finished second in their group. That was a group of the United States, by the way. They beat France 74-70, followed by that 86-69 loss against the US, and then a 102-83 demolition of Nigeria. In the knockout stage, they actually beat Belgium, this opponent, 86-85. So, you can't look at this team and see that, this team doesn't have a chance. But then they did beat Belgium then. At that time, Miyazawa had 21 points, and Misaman, who played in that game, had 25. So you have to feel that the Belgians are looking for a bit of revenge here, especially with that recent history. Imagine being knocked out by a team that they felt they should have won for sure. The game they should have won. Actually, let's take a look back at what happened in that game. I'm bringing up the box score from that game in particular. So this is set to be a good one here. But so far, still a good start here for the Belgians, 8-4, but Japan definitely not out of it yet. It was a game wherein with like 16 seconds left, Saki Hiyashi hit a 3-point basket to force a timeout for the Belgians, and Kim Mestag missed out on the final shot at the buzzer, and Japan held on to a 1-point victory in Tokyo. But no home court advantage here for Tokyo. In fact, this is much closer to home for Belgium. A lot of people in the venue cheering for the Belgians. It's now 10-4, by the way, after Kiara Linskens gets a 2-point play-in to fall. And, just taking a look at how that sequence panned out, it was just a bit of a scramble there before Kiara was able to finish there. Missed shot there for Saki Hiyashi. So at the moment, the shooting not so great here for Japan. Still 0% from beyond the arc. I have yet to make a 3-pointer. And so my stream's a bit delayed here. It's a bit delayed by almost a minute. But don't worry, we got the live stats to keep everyone updated. Make sure everything's alright. So I want to see if I can get a more updated stream. But either way, as long as we have the stats here for you, we will make sure that everyone's updated. And this is a good start here for Belgium, because Belgium have gone on a bit of a run. It is an 8-0 run here for Belgium in the middle of the first quarter, so Japan have a lot of work to do. Definitely the underdogs here. Take a look at the box score here for that game in Tokyo all those years ago. Of course, things have changed for sure. Maki Takada got 19 points for Japan. Rui Machida had 10, as well as Nako Motohashi. Motohashi, I believe, not part of this. She's still part of this lineup. And Yuki Miyazawa had 21 big points that game. On the other end, for Belgium, it was Kim Mestag, who ended up with 24, and Emma Misaman with 25. So those were the two doing a lot of damage. Antonio Dalier with 10, and Julie Alemand with 11. So a lot of familiar names still playing. Of course, not Kim Mustang, though she's not there in this particular lineup, but still, even so, there's going to be a lot of expectations here on Belgium to get this one over Japan, especially without home court advantage. But right now, Japan finding a bit of a way through. A couple of free throws falling here, coming for Saori Miyazaki. Of course, Saori Miyazaki is interesting because Saori Miyazaki didn't even play in that game against Belgium, as Daler gets a free throw to go after Asami Yoshida fouls her on the shot. And Alex Serbia is cheering for Serbia, even though Serbia's not playing at the moment. But thank you very much for joining us here. We appreciate everyone wherever you are around the world. Just for those who are joining us at the moment, 133 of you at the moment as I'm reading this, let us know where you guys are from. Sound off here in the chat inside. We have around 4 minutes left here in this contest. 6-12, the count in favor of Belgium. Now, become a member now and unlock exclusive content, custom badges, access to our dedicated Discord servers, and enjoy members-only videos. Join now. The link is on the live chat. As Belgium going off to a great start here in quarter number 1, 12-6. The score here, back in yesteryear, it was a 19-16 first quarter in favor of Japan back in Tokyo 2021. Of course, it was Tokyo 2020 technically, but the games were played in 2021 due to the pandemic. And then, interesting enough, in the second and third quarters, Belgium won those quarters by a bit of a sizable margin there. It was a 10-point advantage for Belgium in the second and third quarter combined. Then Japan came back big in the fourth quarter. So sometimes it's really about when you really click into gear. And Japan clicked into gear a few years ago against Belgium in the right place at the right time. They played an elimination game then, and right now, at the moment, you know what? It is still an elimination game for these two. Timeout here called for Japan after Julie Van Loo hits a three-pointer to make it 15-6. The shooting here has been on point for the Belgians. They are now shooting from beyond the arc at 60%. They barely shot two-pointers here. In fact, from two-point range, they're shooting at 29%. Perfect from the free throw line here so far. We take a look at Belgium's shooting numbers. They have now shot the ball 3 out of 5 times from beyond the arc, and from 2.9, 2 out of 7. But that is good for 5 of 12 from the field, and Belgium up and about and giving Japan a lot to worry about with 3:43 left here in quarter number 1. If you're Japan, you want to first get 10 points and then try and chip away at the deficit here. 9-point lead for the Belgians. Good start here for the European nation. Let us know what you guys think. Kuya Sam is asking, who do you think will win this game? Well, you know what? You can check the poll above you to find out who will win it. And our poll says, after around 140 or so votes, that 51% of them think Belgium's going to get it. It's that close, at least based on your opinion. But we'll take a look at the fact that, again, Japan going into this one as underdogs on paper, considering the size, considering the way that I guess you take a look at the group stage here, group phase that these two have played. Belgium maybe slightly a more impressive team compared to Japan, but then you throw that all out the window here in this one. It's an elimination game. The loser obviously goes home. The winner has a shot at making it to the next round. It's a shot. It might be a long shot. It'll depend on the standings. We'll see what happens. Actually, I'm going to go check what the permutations are with regards to a do or die last day. Belgium has had a lot of support in the women's basketball tournament. Of course, Belgium are very proud of that. So take a look at the permutations here for Group C. So yeah, 2-0, 2-0 are USA and Germany. The winner of Belgium and Japan will finish third in the group. The loser will be eliminated. That's just how quick. That's just how quick it could be. And we take a look at the standings here. The third place team is at -1 in Group A, and that is China. So they look a bit safe. Now, the third place team is Australia in Group B. They're -8. Now, considering how big the gap is here between Belgium and Japan, maybe just playing for pride. But then we've seen stranger things happen. So to qualify, Belgium need to beat Japan by 28, and for Japan, they need to beat Belgium by 38 or 39, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you have to be it's plus one because China is now at a negative one after their win against Puerto Rico. So yeah, it's going to be really tough here for these two teams. But then either way, neither of these teams want to go home with a loss. Elimination day for sure, and it's a again history shared by between these two so far. Evelyn Mauli for Japan here gets a split in the free throw line. Evelyn Mauli, for those wondering where her heritage is from, she is Ghanaian. She is Ghanaian, born in Japan though, in Toyohashi, Aichi. And at the age of 14, she was naturalized alongside her entire family to become a Japanese citizen. So that's her history, and of course, lies her trade in the JBL in Japan. And she's been playing for Japan since the 2009 Asia Under 16 Championship. So there definitely is history there. Was a part of the team in the 2014 Asian Games, where Japan finished third and took home the bronze. As Emma Miesemann gets in her lane to go. 10-point lead now for Belgium. Belgium looking red hot here in quarter number one. 2:26 left here in favor of Belgium. Remember, they need to win by 28 if they want a chance to advance. And right now, it's seeming a bit doable here. All they need to do now is score 18 more. Now, that's, of course, if my math is right. But that's how it's looking at the moment. And just taking a look at how Belgium have been getting it done. We'll take a look at some of the numbers here. They are shooting 50% from beyond the arc. As well as points in the paint, they do have a +4 advantage. They're talking about Belgium. And they have also scored 10 points from turnovers. That's what Japan needs to fix because they've had 7 turnovers in this game. And it has not been a pretty sight. They are typically an efficient team, but then a bit inefficient right now with regards to taking care of the ball. Something that they got to address, something that they got to move with. And that was a turnover from Rui Machida, for those wondering. But then a turnover from Mima Massaman, and Evelyn Mauli is fouled. Elise Ramet comes in for Julie Van Loo. Great start here for Belgium. Japan just at this point want to get to the 10-point mark. Let us know where you guys are watching from. Again, thank you very much for joining us here on the stream. We really appreciate you guys joining us throughout the entire Olympics. We enjoy the comments. We enjoy the party that we've had here on the side. And we hope that we hear more from you on the chat here as I go fix my lighting situation here, making things a bit more aesthetic for everyone. And some people here are wondering about the score and production here of Emma Miesemann. And the numbers here bear that, she is getting defensive rebounds. A missed shot there from Antonia Delier and Becky Massey with an offensive rebound there. Taking a look at Emma Miesemann. 4 points in this game so far. 2 of 4 shooting, 50% from the field. Never count out Japan as well. We all know that they can become very efficient very soon. And Becky Massey is fouled by Saori Miyazaki. Oh, this is a different situation than what we're seeing or what we're used to or what we saw 3 years ago. Well, a lot could change in 3 years. But technical foul here on the Belgian bench. Quite sure what happened, but then the entire bench went up in arms. First of all, there was a nice swat there coming for Belgium. Then Emma Massey. Becky Massey, rather, doing a workmanlike job underneath. But yeah, so Belgium was hit with a technical. But then Saki Hayashi misses the gift, the free throw. Boy, it is not looking like Japan's day, at least based on quarter number 1, but things could change. Is there a chance, Doms is asking, is there a chance that Belgium can qualify for the next round? Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be a tough challenge because they need to win by 28, if I'm not mistaken. And some fans here looking for Mai Yamamoto. Mai Yamamoto is on the bench. Taking a look at the production here of Mai Yamamoto. All throughout, did play against the USA, did not play against Germany, scored 17 points against Team USA. And I'm going to try and search for news for her, for everyone here. And so far, well, hasn't seen action yet here today, but is in the lineup. We'll find out whether or not she can come in, but then at the moment, no Mai Yamamoto. That could be the biggest difference here. You're absolutely right, everyone. I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed that a lot of you know your stuff here with regards to some of the players. But then, of course, at the moment, it is once again Emma Miesemann to end the quarter with a 2-pointer to make it a 19-7 game here in favor of the Belgians. Let's take a look at some of the stats here at end quarter number 1. It was a good start for Japan, who started out 4-2 in favor of them, but since then it was one-way traffic. Since that 4-2 scoreline, they were outscored 17-3. 17-3, that's absolutely right. And points of turnovers have been a big deal. Plus 8 advantage here for the Belgians, 10-2. And in terms of points in the paint, it is a 8-2 advantage here coming for Belgium. And shooting numbers not there. You take a look at Japan shooting at 14%. 14%, and that's the reason why they only have 7 points here. Take a look at the numbers. 2 of 14 from the field are Japan. 2 of 7 from 2. 0 of 7 from beyond the arc. You gotta hope if you're a Japan fan, you splash one from beyond the arc, then maybe the dam breaks and the points start flowing in. On the other end, 7 of 18 from the field are Belgium with 39%, and it is 3 of 7 from beyond the arc for Team Belgium. In terms of rebounding, the disparity is not that big. In terms of rebounding here, 12-11 in favor of Japan, 5 offensive rebounds in favor of Japan as well. But then the assist numbers are down, 6 assists here for Belgium, only 2 for Japan. And the turnovers, 7 turnovers for Japan, and conceding 10 points of turnovers. So you take a look at the things that need to change, and that would be if you're looking at Japan at least. You gotta find a way to get easy points, especially without your best player on the floor. Mai Yamamoto has yet to see minutes. So yeah, we're gonna find out. Well, the 3-point shooting is going to be key here for Japan because right now, not shooting the ball well at all. As a team, Take a look at what they've done here in Paris so far from beyond the arc. But Japan as a team, from beyond the arc, they're shooting at 34.8%. They typically make around 12 3-points per game. And with their numbers down literally to zero from beyond the arc, that's going to be tough to recover from. But again, they're going to be hoping that this changes very soon. You get 1-3 in, might help. Or you just break the dam here. And you can see the respect here for Belgium, by Belgium in terms of the 3-point shooting of Japan, because they're scrambling, they're trying to chase them over and over again, making sure that they don't find the rhythm. But unfortunately for Japan, just not finding the mark here. And bully ball inside coming for Belgium. That is Mbaka getting a 2 inside with Maxwella Mbaka up in the lead here, 21-7. Another missed 3-pointer there for Saki Hayashi. Just get 1-3 here if you're Japan, and things might change, but then it's so difficult for them. As Mbaka turns the ball over, Rui Machida comes away with steal. But then a missed lay in there for Himawara Akaho. But then finally, a 3-pointer. Rui Machida comes away with a steal. Then Himawara Akaho gets a 3-pointer. The first triple here of Japan. It took them a while to get there. They were 1 of 10 from beyond the arc. Took them 10 3-point shots to finally make their first. They're going to be hoping that a lot more is coming. But Emma Miseman gets 2 to make it 23-10. Thank you very much to Daniel McDonald for enjoying our work here. Sim Baraza says that, Emma needs to even get free throws here. They want her to score. I wonder why. But at the moment here, so Japan finally get their first 3-pointer. And they need a lot more than that. They're going to be hoping that it comes in bunches. And it takes a certain type of courage, really, to just be out there and just keep on shooting when the numbers aren't really going your way. As Maki Takada gets a 2-pointer from the turnaround to go, making it 23-12. Just an 11-point lead here, so very doable. Ichi Ochuha explaining why, I was being sarcastic there. I know why you're asking about the score. Elise Ramet gets a lay-in to go to make it 25-12 again for Belgium. Antonia Delaire with an assist. Better quarter here coming from Japan, but still need to get a lot done here. And there's a bit of an error on the chat. Remember, Japan started the second quarter scoring only 7 points. So right now at 5 points, this is an incredible uptick in production for them. Elise Ramet gets a lay-in to go, making 27-12. Japan, though, have no answer defensively, and their shooting just has not helped out here. 27-12 after Becky Massey assists Elise Ramet again. And cue the timeout from Japan. They are sinking without a trace. Only 1 3-pointer made. That's right. Only 1 3-pointer made here for Japan. And again, it's no surprise. I was taking a look at the last Elise Ramet lay-in, and that was just them running the floor to perfection, talking about Belgium. And it's party time in Paris. We're seeing a lot of video of Belgium fans enjoying themselves at the venue. Not a lot to smile about here if you're a Japan fan. 1 of 11 from beyond the arc, that's 9%, shooting a dismal 18% from the field. No way you can win basketball with that. 11-23. here in favor of the Belgians. Again, Belgium needs to win by 28 to advance. Now, what happens if they win by 28 points? We'll take a look at the standings again. Or at least I'll do it for you here. In third place, in third place in Group A, China ended their campaign with a -1 plus minus. Now, to be one of the best 3-point, one of the best third place teams that are going to go in, you have to overcome at least one third place team, and for them the goal is China. Take a look at Belgium. They started the game with a -27 plus minus in terms of the point differential. So the only way they can beat -1 is if they get to 0, which means rather, so they have to make 27, not 28. 27 points. And they will advance to the next round. At least if I got my math right. But it is looking like it. So, again, good start here for Belgium. They have a 15-point lead. Not long to go now before they're in what I'm sure they would consider a good start. So Evelyn Mawuli gets a second three-pointer to go here for Japan. So that's why it was 15-27. I forgot it was 12-27 going to timeout. Julie Van Loo misses a three-pointer, and Rui Machida comes away with a defensive rebound. Oh, but another three-pointer. Back-to-back threes here for Japan. We said that it could come in bunches. And all of a sudden, it is just a 9-point lead here. Saki Hayashi forcing a timeout for Belgium. Belgium called for time. Rui Machida with the assist. And all of a sudden, three-pointers here in quarter number 2, and Japan are back in this with a shout. Japan now shooting 3 of 11 from beyond the arc, 27%. That could still improve if they keep on making shots here. Carlos C says, it's doable, asking me if I'm Pinoy. Yes, I am. With Philippines. Woo! Philippines. To all of our Filipino members in the chat, I'm sure you enjoyed the Philippines winning their first gold medal in the Paris Olympics yesterday, courtesy of this morning, rather, wherever you are in the world. Courtesy of Kaloy Yulo in men's gymnastics floor competition. Let's see if you can get another one in the vault. But back to women's basketball here. Timeout called by Belgium after a 6-0 run for Japan. Saki Hayashi and Evelyn Mabuli getting the threes to go. And Emma Misaman checks back in for Becky Massey. Bring in the big guns again. How about Belgium? It's a very break glass in case of emergency. If Emma's resting on the bench here for the Belgians, okay, they're like, okay, we need you, come back in. And why not? Because right after that timeout, Emma Misaman drains a triple to make it 30-18. Maki Takada misses a three-pointer. If this turns into a shootout and things aren't working well for Japan from beyond the arc in the shooting numbers, this is going to be a long night for them. Again, this is a team that is missing the services so far of Mai Yamamoto, whoever is curious to see what's happening. Again, the range, they live and die by the three, talking about Japan. And right now, they're dying. So they need to find a way to get things through here. So right now, taking a look at the scoring here, that's slowed down a bit since that three-point basket made by Nisman. Almost a minute played here without a basket. Turnover here from Nanako Todo, Antonio Dalier. gets a steal. Let's see what the Japanese do here from this point on, because right now, a couple more changes. Saori Miyazaki comes back in, as well as Asami Yoshida. A couple of changes, trying to freshen things up. They went 6-0, and then all of a sudden, Emma Misama steadied the ship here for the Belgians. Could have been the start of a run here, start of a big run here for Japan. And just great. Just using their size here, talking about the Belgians, but that time being stripped away. Emma Misaman missing out on the floater, but then Ine Joris gets offensive rebound. Misaman unable to finish a shot. Here is Japan again. They get the rebound and the foul from Horis as Mawuli draws the foul. Mawuli's been drawing quite a few fouls here. Again, thank you very much for joining us here. 155 now watching. Please go share this. Invite more people to join, just so we have more people to chat to rather. And make sure that they subscribe so they can join us. For those wondering, how can you chat? Well, subscribe in the bottom. And of course, if you want support and help the channel grow, there's a join button there where you can make a donation to make sure that we don't rest on our laurels and that we keep on getting this channel to improve. Stephanie Mawuli misses out on the 2-point pull-up. Freshman coming in from the bench. Scoring has slowed down. The last score here made literally almost 2 minutes of basketball time ago. And the poor shooting numbers here, they're going to hope that it's just the first half wherein their numbers are poor from the field. Right now, at the moment, Emma Misaman leading the scoring with 11. For Belgium, Saki Hayashi has 8. Kiara Linskens has 4 rebounds compared to Himawari Sakaho's 3. Elise Ramet and Saori Miyazaki even up at 2 assists each. But then Emma Misaman has also 3 blocks per game. Of course, we have a Japanese comment there. And I have to use Google Translate to see what it means. I apologize for not being fluent in Japanese. Wish I was. Oh, he says Japan will definitely win. There's also a pronunciation guide of how to say it, but I don't think I can. Right now, ooh, big basket here coming from Elise Ramet, getting a 3-ball to go. So that 6-0 jolt there by Japan, it feels like a bit of a false dawn here as we're entering the last 2:09 of the second quarter. With Belgium firmly in control, a couple of misses there coming from Julie Van Loo and Dallaire, making it a defensive rebound for Stephanie Mawuli, who finally ends the possession and draws a foul from Elise Ramet. Carlos E. saying that he's got Belgium in this game. Okay, look at the scorers here. 11 points for Misaman, 10 points for Elise Ramet. Those are leading scores for Belgium. And in Japan, no player has above 5 points. Saki Hayashi with 5 points here. And Evelyn Mawuli getting a much needed basket to go, 20-33. You know, minute 44 left, turn the lead down to single digits. It's very possible. Stephanie Mawuli with another steal. She's been all over the place here. Can they get a bit closer? We'll find out. And yes, they can. Saki Hayashi makes it a 10-point game. Cue the timeout from Belgium. And Saori Miyazaki gets an assist. So we were asking about that. Can they get within at least 10, maybe a single-digit deficit going to the third quarter? It's looking like that. Yeah, Gene Anthony, 2020 was a fantastic year for Japan. Tokyo 2020 ending up with big score, a big jolt in women's basketball in Japan. And we take a look at the basketball. I'm going to bring out the results here of the women's basketball tournament. The women's basketball tournament of Tokyo 2020. They reached the gold medal match against the United States. They beat Belgium 86 to 85 in the quarters, and they beat France 87 to 71, and they lost to the United States 90 to 75. Again, that was a fantastic, incredible performance there coming from Japan. And you know what? Let's take a look. I want to take a look at the stats there from Japan from that particular tournament, because it was amazing. It was an amazing. It was an amazing performance for them. Top scorers for Japan was Maki Takada, who's still playing here, by the way, with 14 points per game. Yuki Miyazawa, who's also still playing here, and Saki Hiyashi with 11.3. All three players still in this lineup. Rebounds were Himawari Akaho with 7.3, Yuki Miyazawa with 4.2, and Maki Takada with 3.5. And Rui Machida was also still here, 12.5 assists per game. That was just impressive there back then from this Japan team. And you know, no Yamamoto back then. Oh, but take a look at Mbaka getting a three-pointer to go after the timeout of Belgium. Sufficient use of timeouts there. 36-23 to score. 13-point game with around 39 seconds left here. If you're Japan, a three here would help. Saori Miyazaki misses the floater. So far, you know, we're seeing signs of life here coming from Japan, but just difficult for them to get any rhythm going. And a foul from Hayashi after sending Emma Misaman to the line. 38-23, Emma Misaman makes the bonus, and it is 39-23. And that was a gut punch there because they were within 10. And all of a sudden, the span of 39 seconds. Yeah, it was 39 seconds. It's 6-0 run here for Belgium. And with that, they are now up 39-23. What a timeout there from Belgium. The timing of it, the way that they came out to play after that, it was different. Steven Bereza needs Emma to score more. And yeah, so the three-point shooting here abandoning Japan. So that's one of the reasons why they're not doing well here, talking about Japan. It was a 20-16 quarter in favor of Belgium. So that first quarter really killed Japan, 7-19. And that's because really the game of Japan, to their credit, is trying to play their game. It's just that the shots are not falling. They're shooting a very poor 22% from beyond the arc and 60% from the free throw line, 26% overall in terms of the field goal percentage. Rebounding battle has been won by the Belgians by 4, 22-18. The assist count has been way in favor of the Belgians, 13-6. They just run the ball a lot better here so far. And turnovers are now even in 9 apiece. And actually, Japan have climbed back into this one because of their points of turnovers. 11 points from turnovers. Fast break points also in favor of Japan now, 11-4. But then if you're taking a look at the second chance, rather the points in the paint, that's where Belgium is destroying Japan, really working the interior, 18-4. in favor of the Belgians. So you gotta wonder where and how can Japan find a bit more production. Again, no Yamamoto has not played here. In fact, the only player not to play here for Japan, probably injured. Tried looking for injury updates online but could not find any. Technically, Yamamoto is a two sport athlete, 3x3 basketball also. She did play in the Tokyo Olympics. So I wonder if I have to double check. So she did play in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics as a 3x3 player and is in the Paris Olympics as a 3x3 and 5-on-5 player. We'll find out whether or not the Akatsuki 5 can come back here. But it's still going to be really difficult for them to do much against a Belgium team who has had their numbers, especially in the interior. We saw their numbers in the interior a while ago, and it was tough. The numbers here, again, taking a look at the game stats. The points in the paint here, 18-4. You just gotta hope if you're Japan that you speed up the game. You shoot it. You shoot better from beyond the arc. Maybe get even better looks, and that could help them out because they've been moving the ball, but Belgium, they've seen this in the past. They lost to this in the past. Are now doing a better job at scrambling and guarding the 3-point line. PLKNNTH says, or at least I'm hoping that means Kenneth, I believe, says that if 3 points will be made, it is possible. Of course, I'm about the Japan comeback. So we'll see. We'll see if that's going to be the case. Because I absolutely agree with that. Japan live and die by the 3, and right now they're dying. Let's take a look at the attempt numbers here. They have attempted 18 shots from beyond the arc and only 13 from 2. And unfortunately, their 18 shots, they only made 4. All 4 of them were made in the second quarter, only shooting at 22%. But they're going to be hoping that they go back to the average around 38% from beyond the arc. If they go back to the average in the rest of the game, basically improve to the mean, we're gonna have a much closer game here. And for Belgium, they just have to keep on guarding the 3-point line the way they're doing because they have been just efficient at running them off the line, giving them tough looks. They're just gonna put up shots here, and then they are attacking Japan where they're weakest, which is the interior. They have Evelyn Mawuli and Stephanie Mawuli there to add a bit of size here for Japan, but unfortunately for them, just having a hard time containing this Belgian team. Thank you very much for joining us here on the FIBA chat on the basketball channel. Halftime here, so not a surprise if you guys are going to take a little break. But please, if you do, come back here and join us, and let's have a bit of fun. Belgium, once again, need to win by at least 27 points if they want a chance to advance here. China are cheering very hard for Japan to make it difficult on Belgium. Of course, the last group that will play is Group C, or rather Group B, where Australia, Canada, and Nigeria could all finish in third place. Yeah, they all could finish in third place. I think France is already set. They've already qualified for quarterfinals. So right now, the teams waiting those are the teams that are still in contention: Nigeria, Australia, Canada, China, and Belgium and Japan. Japan need a lot more work to do. At this point, you have to have the mindset if you're Japan at the very least, if I can't qualify, I'm taking you down with me. But let's see if that's going to be the case here. Oblitus says that Japan's smaller size means it must outproduce Belgium from the 3 point range. Yeah, that's absolutely right. And also, you gotta deny the entry passes from the point of attack because Belgium have been using their size very well. They've been using it very well with how many points is that already in the paint? 18 points in the paint. That is because they're just cutting through Japan uh, with their drives, with their good entry passes. So if you're Japan, you have to find a way to really contain or make it difficult for the entry passers, for the playmakers of Belgium to uh, feed the people inside in the interior. I mean, it's always going to be tough because I think even at the guard position, Japan are very undersized. So stopping the point of attack passes will be a bit difficult. But at least if you can just stay in front of your defender during the point of attack drives coming from Belgium, you may have a chance. Right now, where I'm seeing a bit of the warm ups here of Japan, and they are all lined up in different parts of the 3 point line, just trying to get their shots to fall here. That's going to be key. 22% from beyond the arc, 4 of 18 shooting. If that improves even by a little, they're going to have a chance to come back in this game. And, for the sake of a good viewing, that's what we're hoping for too. So what do you guys think? What do Belgium need to do to really put away Japan? And what does Japan need to do to try and come back here? And of course, some more Olympic talk here, Olympic basketball talk. Who do you have finishing the podium for both the men and the women's? Let us know. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Is Team USA a sure thing for both the men's and the women's? And of course, who do you have claiming silver and bronze, ending up in the podium? And this is going to be a matter of record. We're going to see your comment here for a very long time. So, at least on my side, the comment section is here. So go fill it up. Let us know what you think. 1, 2, 3 for men, 1, 2, 3 for women's. Who is on the podium in the 2024 Paris Olympics? If there's a team, and a bonus question, if there's a team who can upset Team USA in both men and women, who will that team be? Let us know. Let us find out, and we will see. Been a very fun Paris Olympics here so far. Of course, I'm not in Paris. I'm in rainy Manila, bringing you the best in FIBA live streaming in this chat party. Really appreciate you guys joining us once again. And for those wondering and just joining us here for the first time, this is now where you see the actual game, as you've noticed. But you keep this up and you have this on the side while you're watching the stream or the game, wherever you are around the world. If you prefer this type of discussion, this commentary, then we really appreciate you guys. Of course, go and share, go and let everyone know about this chat party. It should be a lot of fun. Halftime almost ending. Belgium fans in full voice and enjoying everything happening in Paris. They need to win by 27. Can they do that? It is now a 16-point lead for the Belgians. Can they get to 27? That is the question. Taking a look at the scores here, 39-23 in favor of Belgium, 20-16 in second quarter in favor of the Belgians still, and then Japan just really did come out to playing quarter number one. 19-7 was the score count in that quarter. Thank you very much again for joining us here on the FIBA the Basketball channel. Don't forget to join and subscribe. Subscribe below and join us here on the chat on that side of my screen at the very least. And of course, if you want to help us improve this channel, do join, give a donation, and of course, it'll come out here on the chat, and we will go and acknowledge you. Get a little shout out as well to the hundreds of people watching all over the world. I wish I could understand Japanese, to be honest, so I could go and give Japanese comments as well, or you know, speak in a language more familiar to the Belgians as well, like speak maybe French, Dutch, German. You know, I mean, like Dutch probably. I have no idea how to speak it. Oblit is saying that he is shocked that China women fell third place in Group A. And we expected them to win. Well, Group A had Serbia and Spain. Spain playing very well, by the way. Won all the 3 games. And China, they lost a heartbreaker to Spain, by the way, 90-89, and then lost to and then got smacked by Serbia, 81-59. Then Spain beat Serbia 70-62. Spain are looking very good. They're looking incredible in this tournament. They're doing very well. Spanish team sports are actually doing really well. Regardless of the sport. I mean, you can also talk about their football programs as well. They're doing really well there. Their basketball program, that has been a bit of a transition. Men's basketball in Spain, they are in a transition. I think it's safe to say. Very well coached, but the talent level still not as refined as they wanted to be, for sure. Tokyo silver medalist Japan right now on the brink of exiting the Olympic Games with a whimper. On a whimper, rather. While Belgium are going to be hoping that they can score 11 more points or outscore Japan by 11 more here to win by 27. Again, if they do, they advance to the quarterfinals. That's how quickly things can change. Point totals matter. No unwritten rules here with regards to scoring, even if the score lines are very lopsided. You just have to pile it on. Players are back on the floor, and we are about to start the third quarter. Japan need to get their three-point shooting going. That's the thing we're going to watch out for here. And whether or not Belgium can continue the dominance that they have in the interior. It has been a humbling first half for Japan. 39-23 points in the interior here. 14 Belgium is at 18. Only 4 for Japan. And Japan shooting at a miserable 26% from the field. 22% from beyond the arc. From beyond the arc, shooting only 4 of 19. They have had 6 more attempts from beyond the arc compared to 2-pointers. It's got to change, and it's got to change quickly here for Team Japan. Saki Hayashi misses the 3-pointer straight away. Emma Miseman comes away with a defensive rebound. Can Belgium rub more salt in the wound? Julie Van Loo misses a 3-pointer. Maki Takada comes away with a defensive rebound. What can Japan do here on the brink of an elimination of that could be relatively forgetful? They can still have a say of which team ends up in the quarterfinals. They don't want their group mate Belgium to make it there at their expense. Belgium needs to win by 27 points to be part of the quarterfinals and hopefully sending China packing. So a lot more to go though. Saori Miyazaki misses from 3 again. The 3 ball still not falling for Japan. Who will get the first point here in quarter number 3? Misaman goes the other way with a defensive rebound. And Antonia Dalier gets a lay-in. First point, first blood to Belgium, 41-23 the count. And Saru Miyazaki now missing a floating jumper inside. Becky Massey comes away with her defensive rebound after making the assist a while ago. You now back on, people. Let people know. Go share this link and let's get the viewership numbers up for this one between Japan and Belgium. Who facilitates Belgium's offense? Well, you take that's a good question. They're coming from KLB854. Just looking strictly at the numbers here, Belgium has been run by really almost everyone here. Deliere has 5 assists per game. Julie Van Loo 5.5 assists per game. Emma Mieseman gets 4 assists per game. As speaking of Mieseman, she gets another lay-in to go and make it a 20-point game. 7 points away here from being around what it takes to qualify here for the next round for Belgium. Oh boy. They are in this with a shout. They're in this with a shout to qualify for the next round. They gotta hope Japan could keep on shooting poorly, and Rui Machida misses from the 2-pointer. The pull-up J, no good. Trying to get the movement going, but then Japan just a step too slow here. So Belgium, you're very excited because just imagine this. You have to have the mentality that you're down by 7 at the moment if you're Belgium. Because if you get to 27-point lead, that will do a lot in terms of getting closer to the quarterfinals as Misaman gets a lay-in to go, making it 45-23. Again, she has been all over the place here. Misaman. We are expecting something. We are hoping for something different here for the Japanese side. But then in 3 minutes played here in quarter number 3, it has been one-way traffic. 6-0 start here coming for Belgium. Misaman gets 4 points for herself. Dallaire gets 2. Well, you could say that Belgium's off to a fast start, but Japan are off to a miserable start as well. Just not the same Japan that we saw in Tokyo for sure. And a couple of changes here. Nako Motohashi and Yuki Miyazawa come in here for Japan. On how the mighty have fallen. Silver medalists here sinking without a trace. Saki Hayashi misses from the 3-point land again, and Misaman comes away with a defensive rebound. 45-23. Belgium looking very good here. Saki Hayashi with a foul on Antonia. And you have to wonder here, as Elise Remet misses a 3-pointer here for Belgium. Japan are going to say, thankfully they do. Because it has been really difficult here, just one-way traffic. Japan need to find a way to score, and finally they do. Maki Takada gets a lay-in, much needed lay-in, just a 20-point game. I say just a 20-point game, but then you have to take a look at what Belgium need. Belgium need to win by 27. And they were very close just a moment ago. You have to, I'm sure they're doing the math in their heads during the entire game. As Nako Motohashi gets a 2-pointer. Japan going on a bit of a run here, 4-0. That's an important part here. Again, Belgium need to win by 27. As there's a nice run here because Anako Todo has made it 29-45 in favor of Japan. Japan now scoring inside. It is a little mini run for them, a 6-0 run to erase a 6-0 run for Belgium. 45-29. Belgium sue for time. What do you guys think? So for Japan, they may have learned their lesson here. All of a sudden, they're trying to get baskets inside. They're driving and they're cutting. That was a great cut there to get the lay-in of the reverse. That was Nako Motohashi with her first basket of the game. You have to wonder. You have to wonder here if you're Japan, if you're electing to go score 2-pointers now, is it too little too late? Because again, they live and die by the three. Hasn't really been falling for them here this time around. Let's see what Belgium can do. And Julie Van Loo gets a 2-pointer to end the 6-0 run here for Japan. (47-29) the count. Mbaka comes back in for Elise Ramet. Once again, taking a quick glance at the standings, China, who was at third place in Group A, ended their campaign with a plus-minus in terms of the point differential of -1. This is Group C action. Group B has yet to be concluded, but then the point differentials there, it's -8, -8, -26. Nigeria and Australia both at -8, and Canada are at -26. Last game of Australia is against France, and last game of Nigeria is against Canada. And if you're looking at the Belgium, as Nako Motohashi gets a 3-ball to switch through, 49-32. And Baka hit a lay-in. It was a 20-point game, and now 17-point game after Motohashi hit a 3-pointer. And of course, as soon as Motohashi hit the 3, Saori Miyazaki checked in. 3-point shot missed by Julie Van Loo. Trying to get it back. Kiara Lidskins gets an offensive rebound. Second chance point opportunity here for the Belgians. And I'm just looking, and a miss there from Becky Massey gets her own miss though. And she gets the lay-in. 51-32, 18-point game. Rather, 19-point game. They need 8 more points. They're tantalizingly close here. And Yuki Miyazawa misses from 3 as Julie Van Loo gets a defensive rebound. Belgium battling away, trying to get closer and closer. Yeah, for Uchiha, who's wondering why we're talking about China as well, as Antonio Dalir gets in with a 2-pointer to make it a 21-point game. That is because if Belgium finish the game with a plus 27 advantage, they win by 27, that means China might actually be eliminated from the tournament because they just need to finish above one country in the third place race. And if they finish above China, they are in the quarterfinal. So that's why we're talking about them. Evelyn Mauli gets the first of two free throws after a foul from Becky Massey. And only splitting the free throw. Still 20-point game here. Kiara Linskens with a defensive rebound. Long way to go here. Belgium. Again, all at this point, it's going to be difficult for Japan to, well, based on what we're seeing here, Japan to come back into this game unless something miraculous happens, like the three ball suddenly is automatic in quarter number 4 as Mbaka makes it a 22-point game, 55-33. Linskens with a defensive rebound off the miss from Miyazawa. And Mbaka misses the layup, but Linskens comes away with the offensive rebound. Again, the offensive rebound numbers have been rising here. Ooh, but Miyazawa with a block shot on Becky Massey. Fortunately for them, Evelyn Mauli misses the two-pointer, and an offensive rebound here for Belgium. All right, offensive rebound for Japan, rather. And cue the subs as Emma Miesman comes back in for Julie Van Loo. Around 147 left here in the quarter as Todo misses a three-point jumper. Rui Machida comes away with an offensive rebound. Again, offensively, this has been a struggle for Japan as Nako Todo finally gets a 19-point game still, though. That is three ball number 6 for Japan. They are shooting 6 of 26 from beyond the arc. That is 23%. That is not great. That is not great from beyond the arc. Although if it changes in the next quarter, you never know. Oh, Elise Ramet with a bad pass. So Japan with the ball. Japan still scoring 23% from beyond the arc and have had a better job of running the basketball here. 13 points of turnovers. Very good for them. Unfortunately, after turnover, Nako Motohashi misses from beyond the arc, and Baka with a defensive rebound. .109 left here in quarter number 3. It's been one-way traffic here. Belgium tantalizingly close. They are within single digits of the number that they need to hit in terms of the advantage. So it's still, you have to, even though the score says what it is, you have, if you're a Belgium fan and if you're Belgium in general, you have to feel that there's still an opportunity for you to come away with a win and advance. You're so close, single digits away from it. They need to win 27. And they are 8 points away from it. And Ima Misaman gets a 2-pointer, making a few people on our chat happy. Congratulations to those. Emma Misaman in this game so far, hitting her average at 20. So Emma Mieseman has 20 at the moment. She is a plus 22 in this game, or plus 24 after that. 20 points, 7 rebounds, and just a force to be dealt with as Kiara Linskins increased the lead to 59-36, but Evelyn Mawuli gets a 3 to make it a 20-point game again. Again, it's just a great game so far played by the Belgians. Nako Motahashi with a personal foul. We have 8 seconds left here in the quarter. 142 of you joining us here on the chat. I'm really happy that you're joining us here on the FIBA basketball channel. As Emma Mieseman gets another 2-pointer to go. She has been a force to be dealt with as Ibaka gives an assist to make it a 61-39 game. Come on, guys. Let's get that number higher. Invite more people to join us, and we're going to have a lot of fun here towards the end. 61-39. Belgium still have a lot to play for here. They just need to get the point differential up in their favor. Of course, Japan, they can still make an impact here. And how do they do that? By preventing Belgium from advancing. Of course, they're putting themselves in good stead right now. Because you take a look at Group B. There are 3 teams that could finish in third. That is Canada, Australia, and Nigeria. Nigeria and Australia are -8 in the plus-minus. And Canada are -26. So let's say Canada beats Nigeria. By virtue of win over the other, they will finish third. And if they will finish third. So yeah, there's a pathway, and all Belgium needs right now is a strong fourth quarter, win by 27, and you're definitely in because you're going to overtake China, which will make it a race between China and whichever team in Group B ends up in third. So yeah, you have to overtake China in terms of the point total, which is a -1. And if you're -27 of Belgium, you need to win by 27 to go to an even 0. And if you're an even 0, that's going to be good enough to advance against China. Again, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for joining us here on the chat, on the FIBA basketball channel. Join and subscribe. Join in the party by subscribing. You can subscribe, join in the conversation, let us know what you guys think, and let's have a lot of fun. Quarter number 4 starting up here. And Japan will get us going, but can they get going offensively? Oh, a turnover straight away. Maki Takada gives it away. And just really not the day here for Japan. 22-point lead here so far for the Belgians. 5 more points to getting into their magic number. And a foul drawn here by Ibaka. Takada with the foul. So 2 free throws here for Ibaka. Again, thank you very much for joining us here on the FIBA basketball channel. As Ibaka splits her free throws, it is now 39-62 in favor of the Belgians with 9:32 left here. Again, Belgium need to win by 27. That's it. I mean, they need to win by the 27-point difference, and then it will erase their point differential, maybe even get positive if they finish above the 27. And if that happens, China will be below them in the race for third place here at the women's basketball tournament. I'm just looking at the standings, third place rankings right now. Yeah, they definitely need it. Before this game, they were actually going to be eliminated. Just looking at the point tallies, they're going to be eliminated by virtue of the fact that also China, obviously, they finished all three games, had a -1 point differential. Australia have a -8 point differential with one game to play, and Belgium are at -27. So if they get to -27 and they finish above China, that means it will be between the third place or Group A and Group B to see who makes it to the quarterfinals. And of course, if you are group, just taking a look at the knockout stages here. Yeah, you're going to have to find that there's still a pathway, a very very good pathway to actually making it beyond the quarterfinals. I mean, there's going to be a chance, but you have to get there first. So Saki Hiyashi hit a 3-pointer a while ago to make it a 20-point game again, but Emma Misaman gets a 2-pointer, making it a 22-point game, just 5 points away. Wow, if you're Belgium, you're nervous. So, well, at least I'm nervous for them. Imagine just 5 points away with 7:55 left. I mean, like, you already put in so much effort to go up by this margin. Let's take a look on the game stats here. How they've been doing it. Talking about Belgium. Points of turnovers, they now lead 15-13. Fast break points dominated here by Japan, 13-8. But then some points in the paints have made a difference. They are a plus 28. Belgium are plus 28 in points in the paint. That's how good they've been. 38-10 in the interior. That's the Waterloo of Japan. Their shooting has not been able to work. They are getting set almost every single way as Mbaka scores inside again. And now a turnover from Saki Hayashi. Elise Ramet with the steal, and it's going to be a jump ball. Belgium looking good here. 24-point lead, 3 points away from getting the 27-point mark. Well, Giannis, you know what? Belgium need to score. The point differential still not in their favor. Defensive rebound here for Japan, and a foul from Linskens. Nanako Todo drew the foul. And a missed 3-point bucket here from Maki Takada. Again, the 3-ball not falling here for Japan. That's going to be a foul. I don't know, just a defensive rebound. A couple of changes here. Talieri comes in for Ramet, and Takada checks out for Himawara. Akaho. And Buzzing B, I'm actually impressed that you think I have an Australian accent, because I'm definitely not Australian. But yeah, her last name's been a bit of a challenge for me. Misaman. Talking about Emma Misaman. And speaking of Belgium, Kiara Linskens gets a split with the free throws, 67-42 the count. And again, this is A terrible, terrible shooting night here for Japan. We have to emphasize that this is not typically their game. Silver medalists in Tokyo, and of course, not having one of their best players playing in Maya Yamamoto. I'm not quite sure why, to be quite honest. 8 of 33 from beyond the arc, 24%. Oh, Buzzing B saying, not me. Oh, I was sad. I thought that maybe I had a more international accent than I realized I had. Appreciate you for that correction. Costco Bangolan says, I love Belgium. KLB854 says, heart over height. As an Asian, as a Filipino basketball fan, I subscribe to that notion. But here, height has definitely trumped the heart at the moment. To be quite honest, right? Because again, points in the paint, which is a very height dependent stat sometimes. 40 to 10. Now it's plus 30. My goodness, plus 30 points in the paint. And 68-42. 1 point away if you're Belgium from making it an even point differential and giving yourself a shot to qualify directly. Sami Yoshida checks out, as well as Saori Miyazaki. Really appreciate you, Costco Bangolan. As Himawari Akaho gets the first of 2 free throws. It was a foul, by the way, from Becky Massey. Makes both free throws, 68-44. Well, there's our admin here for FIBA saying that if you're watching the game live, then you're watching the IOC production, which is the International Olympic Committee's production, and not FIBA's. There's a bit of pride in that, isn't there? Kiara Linskins with the offensive foul after the offensive rebound rather, but missed the lay-in. Yeah, and this is nip and tuck here because Belgium are so close from hitting their mark. So close. .512 rather left here in the quarter, and Kiara Linskins has been everywhere. Missed a 2-pointer. Offensive rebound didn't work out. Put back not so good, and then gets a steal off Asami Yoshida. And Janice Hope is wondering if Belgium can get to over 80. Maybe, because Elise Ramet gets a 3-pointer. 71-44. 71-44. And ladies and gentlemen, they are at the 27-point mark talking about Belgium. Can they keep this up though? Can they keep on going? Can they up their point tally and confirm their place in the quarterfinals? We will see. There is about 4:45 left here in this game. A 27 game here. 27-point game so far in favor of Belgium. And yeah, this is just incredible. KLB854 says maybe the coaching was not on point here for Japan, saying that Tom Hovas, who is now the coach of the men's team, could have made a big difference. And Ichi Uchiha says 27 difference is insane. Yeah, it is. I don't think a lot of people. Again, this was a Japan team that beat Belgium just 3 years ago, and the rosters haven't really changed. In fact, you can actually say that Japan, especially with Maya Yamamoto played, are stronger than what they were. Maybe it's coaching, as KLB854 mentioned. The coaching changes. But at the same time, you never would have expected a 27-point outburst here. Jepson Tumaob saying that Japan are not good. Not in this game for sure. Again, they had you can see the way they're playing. You see the style they want to play. So the style that they want to play is that they want to really space the floor and use perimeter shooting, try and get players free via their cuts, and hopefully by spreading the floor, they open up the interior with their driving lanes or backdoor plays. But then this hasn't turned out. So 3-point shooting for Japan's at 8 of 34. That's 24%. 7 of 20 from 2-point land, and for a total of 15 to 54. 15 made to 54 attempts here for Japan. That's 28%. It's just not good enough. But you take a look at the other numbers here for Japan. They were actually doing okay at the rebounding battle in the first half, but it just changed completely in the second half. 42 to 29 now in favor of Belgium. Yeah, it's just been difficult here. Julie Van Loo had the assist a while ago. They're just going to hope that they can hold on to this here, talking about Belgium. Saki Hayashi misses a three-pointer, gets an offensive rebound, and Saki Hayashi gets a foul drawn. By the way, Elise Ramet just hit back-to-back triples a while ago. It was 44-71. Now it is 44-74. And Elise Ramet is doing exactly what they need to do. 44-74. What a ball game for Belgium. But Rui Machida is going to make things a bit more hair-raising here because it's now 27-point gap again after she gets a three-pointer. Remember, Belgium need to win by 27 to be positive in the point differential. Oblitas agreeing with our friend a while ago. I believe, who mentioned Tom Abbas, KLB 854. Antonio Delardo gets a three-pointer, but Evelyn Mawuli strikes back with two. So the points starting to flow here in quarter number 4. Of course, you have to take a look at the massive game here coming from Belgium in terms of their talisman, Emma Mieseman, with 24 points, 9 rebounds as well. .251 left here in this game, with 77-49 the count in favor of Belgium. 28-point lead in favor of Belgium. They only need to win by 27. We have a USA fan here who's saying USA, USA, USA. Also saying USA is your dad. That's the name of the profile. Evelyn Mawuli misses a three-pointer. Rebound here from Mieseman. And now she has a double-double. According to KLB 854, Van Loo is like a diet Caitlin Clark. That's actually a big comparison among Van Loo. Julie Van Loo. Not in this game though. I'm sorry, KLB 854, because in this game she's 1 of 8 from beyond the arc. Though, to be fair to Julie Van Loo, it has not been her tournament this year. Shooting 26.3% from beyond the arc. I get your idea though. The reason why she's getting the green light to shoot is because there's a belief there. And Van Edward Lumagoe say, "Huy, Philippines! Woo! Yeah!" That's, he knows I'm Filipino, I guess. To those wondering all over the world. Mieseman gets another lay-in, makes it a 30-point game once more, 79-49. But Nako Motohashi giving them something to worry about with a lay-in, 51-79. $28-point game. Oh, but Becky Massey with an answer. 30-point game again. 1:36 left. Can they hold on? Can they qualify outright? And a foul here from Julie Van Loo. Oh boy. Rui Machida gets the first of two. And gets both, so it's just a 28-point game. A minute 30 left in this one. And just take a look at how Belgium are playing. They're just really attacking the interior, just playing bully ball inside. With the three ball not falling for Japan, they're just no real weapons here. Misaman gets another 2-pointer to go. 30-point game once more. And what a performance we're seeing from Belgium. What a performance. It has been incredible. 83 to 53. 30-point game. Foul drawn by Maki Takada. They're finding a way to the line here. 2 free throws here for Takada. See if you can drain the 2 and make this a nervous day here for the Belgians. We need to hold on to a 27-point game. Oh, but she misses her first free throw. Chance to make it a 29-point game. She gets a second. Takada gets a second. Not long now. There's 1:05 left in the fourth quarter after Maki Takada got her second free throw. My assume's a bit delayed, so I'm going to be relying on the live stats. So, Sedi Colantes wondering why Japan hasn't been scoring well. We talked about it a while ago. The 3-point shooting just not there. As Emma Misaman gets another lay-in to cement their place. It feels like it's inevitable now. They will be marching on to the quarterfinals. They needed plus 27. A plus 27 difference at the very least to advance, and they're getting that and change. Oh, but what a basket here. We're not done yet. A lay-in here coming from Saki Hayashi. $29-point game. You gotta be careful here if you're Belgium. If they get a steal and score a 3, all of a sudden, you're at the mercy right now of the qualification of the last games. Timeout call on the floor here. They just need to sort things out, make sure that they end things calmly. More 24 seconds left in this one. To be fair, this is Belgium playing at their shining best. I mean, Japan are not as bad as this usually. It's just a really poor shooting day for them. Definitely, but then they had the right idea. You saw the idea of why they wanted to play the way that they did. It's just the shots are really not falling. So the question now is, can Japan... yes, they can make it difficult because Misaman just turned the ball over. If they get a 3 here, talking about Japan, it'll make things difficult. Oh, but a miss from Miyazaki. She got the steal. Now they foul Antonia Delier. So that means 2 free throws here for the Belgians. Oh my goodness. What a missed opportunity there coming for Japan. Again, at this point, they just want to wreck the dreams of Belgium. Oh, but it was an offensive rebound rather from Stephanie Mawali, and she gets the first of two free throws. So it is 87, rather 57 to 85. Make that 85 to 58 and cue the timeout again. Oh boy. Oh boy. They are now at exactly 27. If you're Belgium, just don't turn the ball over. I don't know if Japan are going to foul you. Don't turn the ball over. Hold on to it. You're at the 27-point mark you need to be. Just hold on to the ball. This is tough. This is gonna be a really interesting last 16 seconds. I don't know. I have no idea what Japan are gonna do. Zero idea what they're gonna do here. We'll find out. So here come Belgium. What happens here? What happens here? "16 seconds left. 85-58. And offensive rebound by Misama with 2 seconds left. And you know what? That'll do it. It looks like Belgium have done enough to qualify for the quarterfinals after getting plus 27, just destroying their point differential. They were negative 27. They were minus 27 going in to this game. And they won by 27. Now they're at zero. They're at the even zero to put themselves above China in terms of third place rankings, which means that since they are above someone already, it looks like they're going to the quarterfinals. And it's insane. It's insane that they did it by 27 against the silver medalists in the Tokyo Olympics. My goodness. Guys, thank you very much for joining us here on this live chat, this chat party here hosted by the FIBA Basketball Channel. We really appreciate the time and really appreciate you guys joining us here and having a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. I hope you enjoyed all the chat happening on the site. I'm Paulo Del Rosario. My Twitter handle, my X handle is at Paulo Del Rosario. My Instagram handle is at Paulo Del Rosario. Hope you guys can drop a follow. And I believe FIBA is still going to be holding this on for beyond the group phase. And hope to see you all then. And we really appreciate you for joining us once again and using this as your second screen for the FIBA, for the Paris 2024 basketball tournaments, both men and women's. We'll see you for the next ones. Really appreciate you and hope you guys have a great day.